Start by attaching your yarn to the first line made in the same color as the main by crocheting the back loop only. And then you're going to chain 7 times, and you're going to do this every single time for every single loop. So chain 7 times, and then you're going to slip stitch in that same stitch that you attached the yarn to. Then you will chain 1, and here I'm going to skip a stitch on that line there, and I'm going to slip stitch in the next one. Now I'm going to chain 7 again, and then I will slip stitch back into that same stitch. So each loop will be in 1 stitch. Chain 1 and repeat. Sometimes it looks a little bit unnatural when I'm doing it underneath the camera, but it isn't this hard. Sometimes I make it look harder than it really is. Once you've made it all the way around, now you're going to go under the chin. This doesn't have that back loop only, right? And this is why we attach the main after we sew on the either the snuggler body or the stuffy body. Both of them are the same. With the disc, I mean. So here we're just going to go through the posts of the stitches. We won't have that line created by the back loop, but everything else is exactly the same. Chain 7, slip stitch into that same stitch, chain 1, and go over. You don't want to go too far away from the white part, like the chin. You want it to be visible. That's what makes it super cute, is that you can see that chin part of the mane. And it's a little bit trickier on this part, but once you do it once or twice, it'll feel really more natural. And you're going to continue all the way over. You're going to try to line it up so that once you get over, you're right next to where you started your loops on the other side. Okay, you can see how I've made it all the way around, and this is where I am, and I'm going to chain 1 or 2 sometimes so I can get back to this line, like the next line in the spiral that is made by crocheting in the back loop only, and you're going to just continue to do the same pattern all the way along that line. Okay, once you've gone all the way around that second row of the mane, you're going to get to the back here, and here is where you sewed the head on. There's the back side of the disc. You're going to treat it exactly like we did at the front. You're just going to go along that part and crochet through the post just like we did underneath the chin. And it's the same thing again, chain 7, slip stitch, chain 1, skip a stitch, and repeat. And once you're done with those posts, you're going to find this line again. And now you're just going to follow that spiral all the way around until you get to the end.